So each one is a qualification. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yeah. Prabhuji, come on, you're in this discussion here. So I was just asking, trying to find out the difference between these three important words. Adhikar, Punya, and Sukriti. So I have Prabhu Sudarshan Chakra here, and your name?
Lakshmi Narayan.
Lakshmi Narayan?
Yeah.
Very powerful. That's pretty appropriate for what's going on, because a lot of people try to obtain Lakshmi
Without Narayan.
and they don't try to get Narayan in the mix. You can't have one without the other. Well, it's not going to work the proper way. Can you, before we even go into the questions, explain the Lakshmi and Narayana? Who are they, and why do you say Lakshmi first instead of Narayan? Why do you say Lakshmi instead of Narayan first? Because, in this world, it's a man's world. James Brown said this is a man's world, but I noticed that in Krishna consciousness, they always say like Hare first, Hare Krishna, Sita Ram, Lakshmi Narayana. Why the woman comes first, or the feminine energy in this movement?
Well, it's really feminine energy. Actually, Lakshmi is the internal potency. Hari is the internal potency of the Lord. So it is addressed first, because just like Radha Krishna, Radharani is the internal potency, Haladini Shakti of Krishna. So when you address the Lord, you address his Shakti first, and then it appeals to him, and then he reacts to that. So basically, that is one of the reasons. But there are many reasons also why you address the so-called feminine aspect, because in the absolute sense, there is no feminine and male and female. There is not a gender issue in the absolute sense. Krishna is called Purusha because he's the ultimate eternal enjoyer. So these are different manifestations of the Lord. There's no feminine or masculine kind of thing like that in the spiritual aspect, from the spiritual point of view. So what was the question to say you wanted to ask?
Yeah, I wanted to know about Punya, Sukriti, and Adhikar.
Well, Punya is the resultant effect of pious activities. Like they say, Punya Shravana Kirtanam.
Okay.
So one gets pious results by hearing and speaking about Krishna. And by Shravana means to hear, and Kirtana means to speak.
Okay.
So what the other one was
okay,
Sukriti.
we did Punya, Sukriti.
Sukriti means also engage. It's synonymous with Punya because it's based on the process of engaging in devotional service. So by engaging in devotional service, it brings one to the platform of pure devotion to Krishna. And Adhikar, I'm not too sure, but I think as
qualification.
It's like a position, it's a platform under which one can adopt in the process of devotional service. Adhikari means one who is married, so it's like that, Adhikari. It's a position, it's a platform.
Okay, cool. And your name again, Lakshmi Narayana, right?
Lakshmi Narayan.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Prabhuji.
Nice speaking to you also.
And thank you for the information. One more thing, you have this tilak. He has a thing right here. And the third eye symbolism is very important in Eastern systems. So I'm going to ask him, what is this symbol right here and why is it important? What's the significance?
Well, it indicates, it's indicative of the Vaishnava. Every different sect of followers in India have a different marking. But we as Vaishnavas, a devotee of Vishnu, we wear this particular marking. And it says when you leave the space in the center here, it is for the resting place of Vishnu. Vishnu resides here because you chant the mantra before you put in the marking. So, and the tilak is made of a dirt coming from Vrindavan. It is also secret. It's from the there are different areas, but the Radhakund is one of the popular places that you get the tilak from.
The Lake of Radha.
The Lake of Radha, yes.
Oh, so that's where the tilak actually comes from, the mud itself.
The mud itself, yes.
So this is extremely holy mud, not just regular. This is transcendental mud.
Yes, it is sanctified.
Okay.
It is because it is touched by the body and lotus feet, and the body of Shivaji Radharani. So yes, it is sanctified.
Why do people talk about Radha Kund, the Lake of Radha?
Why do people talk?
Yeah, why do people talk about the lake of? Why is this so important? I mean, the water of Radha. What does it do?
It's like it's sacred water. It's purifying, and Radha, anything pertains to any form or aspect of the Lord, it's automatically holy dham and it's sacred. Anyway, Krishna appear or Radharani, which is synonymous with Krishna, because Radha Krishna is non-different actually. Because Radharani is the eternal potency of Krishna. So anything that pertains to the Lord, it is sanctified and sacred, and therefore by just remembering and speaking about these different aspects of the Lord, one becomes benefited. And everyone who comes in the presence of such occurrence or happening or festivities benefits, and that is what they call agyata sukruti. By one coming and hearing, chanting, even though he doesn't know the meaning or understand what is the value of it, but by just simply hearing it is so infectious that immediately one becomes affected by the purificatory process in this age of Kali. Especially in this age of Kali, it is effective, it is very potent to the holy name, because the holy name is given because the people in this age of Kali are so fallen and unfortunate, and above all lazy, ill-informed. So in this way one can benefit by just hearing the holy name. It is the medicine for the craziness and the horrible anxiety that people are suffering in this material.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Appreciate it. All of the lotus dust you could spare. Anytime you're ready, come talk to me, because like I said, the words you speak on this little insignificant video right here, you could be liberating people 50 years from now that just happen to see this little video and they reach back in time to save you with the power of the name.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.